Hope Hicks refuses to answer questions during a 9-hour grilling from lawmakers about her time in the White House and the transition as she is questioned behind closed doors. White House Communications Director Hope Hicks refused to questions pertaining to her time at the White House during 9 hours of questioning, according to members of the House Intelligence Committee. Hicks was on Capitol Hill on Tuesday to talk to lawmakers engaged in one of the 3 Russia probes. Rep. Mike Quigley, an Illinois Democrat and House Intelligence Committee member, told CNN that Hicks was not answering questions in the closed-door session about her time serving President Trump in the White House nor from the transition. "I have less hope that we will get to all the answers," Quigley told reporters, purposely deploying the pun. "No one is asserting privilege, they are following the orders of the White House not to answer certain questions." Quigley suggested that Hicks should be subpoenaed. Over at the White House, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders wouldn't say whether Hicks had been instructed to keep her mouth closed. "As is always the case, I'm not going to comment on any individual's interactions with the committee," Huckabee Sanders told reporters during Tuesday's press briefing. "We are cooperating because, as the president has said repeatedly, there is no collusion and we're going to continue to cooperate and hopefully they wrap this up soon," the press secretary added. When one reporter pointed out that courts have never ruled that the transition period fell under executive privilege, Huckabee Sanders still wouldn't talk about any instructions Hicks might have gotten. "Just because we ask the question in different ways, I'm still not going to comment on any individual's interactions with the committee," she said. "I'm also not going to comment on leaks on what's supposed to be a confidential setting." Quigley, along with Republican Rep. Chris Stewart, told reporters on the record that Hicks wasn't talking. President Trump ignored a question about Hicks' performance yelled at him by a reporter during an event Tuesday afternoon in the White House's Roosevelt Room. Hicks was originally supposed to appear before lawmakers in January, but that trip to the Capitol was postponed. Her appearance follows a heated clash between the committee and former chief White House strategist Steve Bannon. The panel's top Democrat, Rep. Adam Schiff of California, said it was likely Bannon would face contempt of Congress after failing to answer numerous questions in his last appearance. "I think it's likely that he will face a contempt citation," Schiff said after Bannon only agreed to answer 25 questions authorized by the White House. White House lawyers are attempting to declare off-limits questions from the transition, although so far the White House has stopped short of declaring executive privilege. "I suspect that Mr. Bannon has been informed that the White House will only stonewall so far," Schiff said at the Council on Foreign Relations. "They will never allow him to be fined or go to jail, but they do wish to draw the process as long as they can," Schiff added. Hicks was aboard Air Force One when the White House drafted a statement in response to a New York Times report that Donald Trump Jr. had met in Trump Tower with a Kremlin-linked lawyer. Additionally, the New York Times reported that Mark Corallo, a former spokesman for the president's legal team, planned to tell special counsel Robert Mueller's team that Hicks had said that the emails that Donald Trump Jr. wrote about the infamous Trump Tower meeting with Russians will never get out. Hicks is one of the president's longest-serving political aides, having joined the campaign at its genesis. Before that, the former teen model handled public relations for Ivanka Trump within the Trump Organization. Hicks' position in the White House came under additional scrutiny amid the Rob Porter scandal, as she had been dating the White House staff secretary at the time that he resigned in disgrace after Daily Mail.com revealed allegations of abuse from 2 of his ex-wives. She and Porter are no longer dating, according to people with knowledge of the former relationship.